One state legislator is worried about limiting people's rights because of it. WAAY 31's Sydney Martin is live this evening. She learned more about the legislation that's being worked on right now. Sydney.
Dan Naja, today State Senator Arthur Orr told me his biggest concern is possibly limiting the movement or freedoms of people in the future because of contact tracing, which determines people that you may have come in contact with who have a disease. And he told me right now he's drafting a bill to prevent that. Now, Orr told me any legislation would protect people's privacy and freedom of movement because he doesn't want contact tracing through a cell phone app or through a contact tracer to be mandatory for people to use, to show up, or for a contact tracer to show up at someone's door and force them to quarantine. He told me if legislation was introduced and passed, it would take away the power from the Alabama Department of Public Health to extend guidelines they might not be able to under the law. He said it's a balancing act to weigh how much freedom we want to give up in the interest of public health.
My concern with all of this is where does it lead? Right now, the Alabama Department of Public Health is making it all voluntary. But they could, at some point in the future, say, well, it's mandatory.
Now, Orr told me he doesn't think anyone should be required to tell a contact tracer who they've associated with or been around, and he doesn't think there should be mandatory home quarantines. Now, Orr told me he wants guidelines for the topic to be debated in the public arena during the next legislative session, which wouldn't be until February, or in a special session if one's called before that. Live in Limestone County, Sydney Martin, WAAY 31 News.